Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So new Lunalight support, even though it's only one card, one effect monster, level 5, which... is it important that it's a level 5? I don't think so, the effects are much more important. So it has a couple of effects, a couple of different effects. First of all, when it's like sent to the graveyard by a card effect, looking at for example a fusion summon, you can reborn a monster from the graveyard, for example, but that monster cannot activate its effect, so it's very similar to Lunalight Tiger. Keep that in mind. And the second effect, like the one you see here, it's basically the one in hand that whenever your opponent activates a card, whenever you send like a Lunalight to the graveyard, you can special summon it for free to the field, which I guess you could, I don't know, maybe trigger Crush Sheep or something like that, but whenever your opponent activates a card effect and you drop it to the field like that, you can search Polymerization, which is kind of nifty. So it's a free body on field, plus it's a reborn, you know, when they're like, when it's used for a fusion summon, and it searches a poly, another poly searcher. So that's definitely welcome. Okay, well, so the thing now is that, as you see in the deck list, not that many changes compared to what we are used to with Lunalight. And that's true, like your end board doesn't really change that much, obviously, because this is only one effect monster. Why would your end board change? That doesn't make sense. But the lines can change though, because now you have an extra extender, I guess, an extra part combo piece that lets you play through hand traps. You know Lunalight, it's a deck that eats through hand traps. So this new card, it does give you the opportunity that if your opponent does not have hand traps, never, but if your opponent does not have hand traps, you could potentially, depending on your hand a little bit, you could potentially end on with like triple Liger as well. So triple Liger, Baguska, and I think even Little Knight, if I'm not mistaken. But again, in most situations your opponent definitely will have hand traps, so that's not possible. I guess your desired end board doesn't change. Again, depending on hand traps, depending on which extenders you have. You're ending on this end board, like 1 or 2 Ligers. If you have the opportunity to go for Baguska, you should definitely go for Baguska. And then I guess Little Knight, right, to gain use of your Crush Sheep. So let's see, the invoked field spell we are going to negate because of the disruptions, not because of the negations, right? Prevent stuff from activating, you know, against your opponents. So we are negating that. Let's see, we still have double Liger, and we are Little Knighting the Alistair, right? It's just one less body that they can use for like All Mirage, protection effect, etc. So that indeed the out for Baguska, but the problem for them now is that they had to deal with Little Knight, Droplet or Crown, either one of them, but double Liger is still there. So we have double board wipe still, which is very strong. But the problem here is their All Mirage. Again, All Mirage, as you know, gives protection from destruction. So they could potentially protect like a bigger fusion that they can pump, you know, up the attack stat with all of the regular Alistair monsters. But so let's see, we do have double Liger though. The question now is that what are they going to do? The new Eon, what is it? Banish up to 3 and yeah, nuking your opponent's extra deck as well. They are using Almirage for protection, but obviously we are going for double Liger. We're decking the entire field basically. And yeah, my end board, my monster lineup is just, you know, going to be unaffected, right? So that's basically it. I don't think they have much more follow-up after this. We know they have the Alistair in hand, and this should already be enough for a game, right? Like normal summon Martin, or special summon Martin. Going for the Tiger King, Fire Fists, Tiger King? Yeah, well, it has been a while. Searching the tanky, and again, this should be more than enough. So really nifty. You saw like what was it? Turn number 1, having the extender, the extra body, this new Lunalight, searching Polymerization, which could be important, like having access to double poly or quicker access, more access to poly. We're getting ashed, and this is a problem. Silver getting ashed. Maybe I should have preserved that one, because that's an important key card. So they used the hand trap. The Lunalight was sent to the graveyard, so we are able to drop it to the field and search poly. We have a couple of lines. The problem is, I think our hand is kinda weak. If I would have gone for an early perfume, that's perfume, right? Like the fusion, the level 6 fusion. We will know now. Yeah, Perfume Dancer, yeah, the names. So the question now is that's already 2 hand traps gone, they need more. And yeah, one of the hand traps was forced on Tiger King, which was fine-ish. Otherwise, you know, we would have searched Tenki, etc. So basically the same lines as in Cross Sheep, Reborn, Kaledal Chick, not triggering Cross Sheep. We will do that later, right? Because again, keep in mind, some of the Reborn effects, they make it so that your Lunalights are negated. So we can go for Martin, and let's see, do we have the double effect still? I think so. So Cross Sheep Reborn is a Gold Leo, which, you know, search discard, and we search the Pendulum. We can go for Niroline, I think we can still use both of them, right? If I'm not mistaken, yeah, indeed. So get Poly back and get another spell search, we search a continuous spell, you know, which foolishes, and at the same time makes it so that we can get basically a Poly back from the graveyard and use the materials from our graveyard for a fusion sum. So now Kaledal, the effect is negated, but I think we already have a Leo Dancer in the graveyard, no? Both level 4 was just Bakuska access, and I think Bakuska is banned in the OCG, I think so. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I think we need more names in the graveyard. So we go for Emerald, effect is negated, but we kind of waste our Poly here. Yeah, just getting more names in the graveyard, and 2, another fusion monster in the graveyard for the silver to negate the spell or trap. It is what it is. So use Wolf to cheat out Liger, only 1 Liger though, but you know, with at least through double hand trap, maybe different combo lines, I don't know, could have ended on another Liger, but I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, so I was so sure that I would have been able to use my you know, level 5 Lunalight even under Bakuska. That wasn't the case. So I'm going to make some awkward plays during my turn. You'll see in a few moments. So I just should have kept the level 5 in hand. It is what it is. So they are still under Bakuska. Everything in defense. They are able to negate it with the Malulu. We are going for the board wipe because of the protection, because of the destruction effects, right? We want to preserve our boards. Let's see. So Bakuska is negated. Like imagine here dropping the level 5 to search a Poly. That would have been nice, but it is what it is. So let's see, we are banishing the Draco Tail, not giving them resources, right? But again, they're just ending, and indeed, searching the Fallen and the Virtuous, getting Cartesia back, they have, yeah, they have Divine Mana, so a potential, but we, sorry, we ripped the Kalbai though, so that's already an answer. The problem is our extra deck. Our extra deck is super tight, and we need space. We need to get rid of Bakuska. Let's see, what can we do? Go for Cross Sheep number 2. This is uncommon, I think, like the second Cross Sheep, but I like it. Let's see, we are call buying that one. They are bouncing Cross Sheep, which is fine. We are Ligering to blow up the entire field and put another Dancer in the graveyard, or Leo in the graveyard. The question now is that what can we do still? We still have the bounce, I think, off of Perfume. We can drop to search Poly. I do like the new level 5 getting back a Poly from the graveyard, so again, nifty. Another Perfume? Do we have another search? Okay, yeah, the second copy, I guess. Reborn something, add Poly, discard, right? So we could use the materials from the graveyard, but I don't think we are doing that. So I don't think that was important, unless we have another way to get Poly. We might. Maybe with something like Nyarla, we'll see. So Tiger reborning Fallen and the Virtuous, which is cute, but I think we can go for a game either way. So we foolish something, silver to get a potential communication right, so we can cheat our diffusion, blow up the entire, blowing up the special summon monster, and this might be enough. Scoop phase. Okay. Last one, going second though. So, going second you have... But in most Lunalight decks you don't have that much space for non-engine. As in, what is it? Fuas, Purlias as well. Droplet. That's maybe it. Like Call by Talents maybe, and that's basically it in most deck lists. Maybe even Edge Blossom as well. So let's see. Fua resolved, but we are only getting 1 or 2 draws, which is fine, right? I mean, against Cool Tune Full Power, we need all the resources we can get. Valor on gold is kinda terrible, because gold does a lot more, right? Not alone Surge would get stuff back from the graveyard. It's far too good. Let's see, we can force out some stuff. They want to prevent Kaleido from using its effect, which I get why. So they're popping something. We are using the Lunalight Fusion to cheat out, or using one of the materials from the deck, right? Droplet saves the day, negating RS, so we can go for a free fusion summon. Should be perfumed to get another search, right? Depends on what they have. If I'm not mistaken, that set was indeed an Imperm. And again, Imperm on perfume, that hurts. Because again, perfume is not only a searcher, it bounces, and that's important, right? So that hurts. Kaleido sending Leo, so it does not copy the name, but it already gets a Leo in the graveyard. And this is kinda a tell that we need the Pendulum Monster to cheat out the materials, or banish the materials from the graveyard. We get Belto, which I think is still okay, because we have the, let's see, yeah, how we can bounce, yeah, because of the Zephyros, right? They can still go for the Synchro Summon. Let's see, not Salem, but the level 6 one, which can pop something if I'm not mistaken, or, you know, copy the effect. They are going after Martin, so that prevents myself another search, I think, because of Nyrola. Tiger, which we needed, yeah, indeed, for Kaleido, and now we can preserve. Okay, now we can pull through. Okay, so getting back the, well, at least the other Pendulum Wolf, right? Little Knight to hit the field spell, because they still have the protection effect, so we go for Baguska. No, Nyrola. Nyrola. Because we need the materials. Yeah, we need the materials in the graveyard to banish and keep the silver and a fusion in the graveyard. I mean, it should be game, right? Even though I can't attack for game. Or at least I can't do damage, basically, right? Can't attack directly, but you know what I mean? This should be enough. Liger, Little Knight, Spell and Trap Negation. Plus follow a play, that's really strong. So this new support, even though it's only one card, it does help out the deck. I was like, this before, I was like, that doesn't really change that much, but it actually does a lot. The question now is that should you main deck it at 3? 1, 2, yeah, maybe. The card is good, but I'm not a, you know, a veteran Lunalight player, so feel free to let me know. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, like. If you enjoyed the video, leave them signing out. Peace.